Looks like a good start for the day, right? It pretty much went downhill from there. The whole shoot was a bit of an anxiety trip, if I'm being honest. Um, I am still getting used to filming videos and taking photos at the same time by myself. So, just like with anything else, there are good days and there are going to be bad days. And I don't think this will change even if I get pretty good at filming videos and taking photos by myself, but maybe the frequency of bad production days might get lower, hopefully. But yeah, I struggled that day to stay out and keep going. It was cold, I wasn't quite happy with the conditions, and I was carrying two tripods with heavy cameras on them. And I think more importantly, I couldn't be present um, because I think I was focusing more on the outcome and wanting to upload um, at the end of the week rather than focusing on taking photos and taking videos. So filming definitely suffered because of it. I've had this film stock Fujifilm Superia Premium 400 in my fridge for a couple of months now and been waiting for the right moment to shoot it. Realized that I hadn't been to Richmond Park in quite a few months, so I thought it'll be a good location to try and shoot this stock. It's a Japanese market stock, which means here in the UK we get it infrequently, and so I was really excited to make images and see how they turned out. I decided to shoot them in a panoramic format, so I used my Pentax 6x7 with the panoramic adapter kit. And this time around, I decided to expose the sprockets. I know previously I mentioned that I wasn't a big fan of that look, but I hadn't really tried it at the time, so I wanted to give it a try before, making that decision for good. And I gotta say, I don't mind it. I think I like the option of having the sprockets exposed, and worst case scenario, if I don't like the look for an image, I can always crop just the photo and leave the sprockets out. So I think I'm going to continue to expose the sprockets whenever I'm shooting panoramas. Let's talk about the film stock. It's supposed to have excellent grain structure, to produce sharp images, and to reproduce vivid colors. And it did. I really like how beautiful the greens and the yellows were rendered, and I'm certainly a fan of the vivid look. If I were shooting digital photos, let's say, or any other film stock photos, I probably wouldn't have edited the images to look this way. I guess that's another beauty of trying new film stocks, right? Like, you get surprising results sometimes, and you may find something you like along the way. To expose the film, I used Sunny 16 rule, so f11 500th of a second for this one, and for some images I overexposed it by a stop, so f8 500th of a second. Although I wish I had overexposed some high contrast backlit scenes by one more stop, because those images, the darker parts of the images turned out pretty dark, and I couldn't really pull them up because the information is gone. But yeah, overall I think I really like the stock, but at £15 a roll plus dev, realistically I don't think this is going to be my go-to stock, and I think it's also probably getting discontinued, most likely, along with all the other Fujifilm stocks that were discontinued this past couple of years. Zone Focused has a video on this, and I highly recommend you give it a watch. I'll put it in the description below. I think he called it 3 months ago, but yeah. What else? That's it pretty much. I like the stock. If you haven't shot it before, I think it's a fun stock to try and shoot before it goes away for good, let's say. But yeah, that's it for this week. Thank you so much for giving me your time. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.